We've got a new exotic ship about to be added to Destiny 2 on the 10th of August 2021, and this one is called the Forbidden Memory, and it's one of the best looking exotic ships that we've seen in some time. Well, it's about time for the epilogue in season of the Splicer, meaning we're nearing the end of an excellent story-filled season in Destiny 2. Well, today I'm going to walk through all the steps from how to get Forbidden Memory, plus how to complete the As Prophesised quest. Well, if you're new around here or find this useful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content, and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. Well, do be aware that this quest isn't going to be put into the game until reset tomorrow on the 10th of August 2021, so don't try and get it just yet. However, all this info will mean you're ready and know exactly what to do, so you can grab this ship as fast as possible when it's released. So spoiler warning for what's ahead, and if you don't want to know anything about the epilogue or the new exotic ship, click away now and go and watch something else. Well, first of all, let's have a look at the ship itself in all of its glory. So it looks pretty good, plus it's got a very elixir look to it, so I'm definitely looking forward to getting my hands on this one and adding it to my collection. Well, the As Prophesised quest is likely to be the final quest in season of the Splicer, so Lakshmi 2, the leader of the future War Court, appears as if she's going to take matters into her own hands and open up a Vex portal in the Elixir quarter of the last city. So she claims this is to finish off the Vex once and for all, but it also works out really nicely for her too, because the Vex could take care of the Elixir issues in the last city at the same time. Well, next up, let's have a look at the As Prophesised quest and what we're going to have to do during the epilogue. So first of all, there is an urgent message at the Splicer servitor in the Elixir wing of the Helm. So as always, when it's reset tomorrow, go and speak to the Splicer servitor and pick up that message. Well, next up, we've got to listen to a Lakshmi 2 broadcast using the radio in the Elixir wing of the Helm. So here we've got to tick off one of the objectives, and this is listen to that broadcast. So all we need to do is go to the radio in the Helm, as we've done before in the season, and listen to what Lakshmi 2 has to say. Well, next up, we've got to defend the last city from a Vex incursion. So here we have to complete the override in the last city. So this is the final override, and it's a new one, and it's in the last city. So it's going to be really, really exciting stuff. So after we've done that, you want to go and speak to Saint 14 in the tower. And once you've spoken to Saint 14, then go and speak to Ikora. And then that is it for the final quest. But we're not going to be able to get the Forbidden Memory exotic ship until at least the 17th of August. And this is because we're going to be getting a memorial to remember Elixian Guardians who lost their lives protecting the last city. So once this memorial opens up on the 17th, you've got to pay your respects at the memorial. And then you're going to be able to claim the exotic ship, plus a nice Ascendant Shard too. So if you're not able to pick up the quest As Prophesised from the Splicer servitor, make sure you're up to date when it comes to the story content for the seasons. So speak to the Splicer servitor and make sure you complete all the objectives there, and hopefully you will have done them week by week. But if you missed out on them, then keep speaking to the Splicer servitor in the Helm, and then that quest will open up for you after various overrides and expunge missions. So make sure you get this quest done before the 23rd of August 2021 to claim your exotic ship, as this is when the season comes to a close. So get it done, plus all your other outstanding seasonal objectives before that date. Well, finally today, let's have a look at some of the lore on the Forbidden Memory ship and some really interesting stuff. So it has been a season full of really, really good lore, but let's check out Forbidden Memory. And this one says, light a candle to those we've lost. So Commander Zavala whisked silently through the tower, his path lit only by the pale glow of the traveller. He had postponed this trip until the dead of night, when only the souls around would be as eager to avoid conversation as he was. Here, in the darkness, his title dropped away, and he was just Zavala. He had spent his day both dreading and anticipating this journey. Of all his worries, this short walk had burdened him the most. His preoccupation ended with his arrival at the memorial, and it was a hodgepodge of items provided by both humans and Elixir. Zavala found their incongruity comforting. Reaching out, he took a candle. He closed his eyes and cast his memory back to the day of her funeral. The smell of low tide and the rumble of thunderclouds on the horizon, he felt their static charge surge through the salt air and into his body. He opened his eyes and the wick burst into flame. Zavala smiled. It was just the type of parlour trick she had always enjoyed. Zavala placed the candle amongst its extinguished fellows, soothed by the tiny flickering flame. He reached back, calling forth another memory. her lithe form curled under the thin blankets in contented sleep, the pre-dawn glow seeping into her room. Her dark curls splayed across the white pillow, and her musky floral scent, and her clothes were strewn all across the furniture. He yearned to reach out and awaken her, and see her drowsy smile, hear her voice, but he knew that it would transform the experience from memory to fantasy, and he wanted to preserve her as she was, perfect and mortal. Well, then the moment vanished, and he was Commander Zavala once more. Well, really interesting stuff there, and it looks like we're learning more about Zavala's past, and it seems like either Zavala's wife or Zavala's girlfriend, or just simply a loved one, and one that Zavala had lost. Well, let me know what you think of that lore, and also the Forbidden Memory ship, down there in the comments. And that is it for this guide for how to get the Forbidden Memory exotic ship in Destiny 2, and as always, thank you so much for watching. For more Destiny 2 content like this, hit that subscribe button down below and subscribe to This Week in Video Games. If you want to join the community, check out the Discord link in the description, or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVG Podcast. If you enjoyed this video or found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Thanks again. I'll see you soon.
Work all along. I can't believe we missed it.
Yes, but seeing the Witch Queen is rather careful in her manipulation. The twofold effects.
You almost sound like you admire her.
Shouldn't I? We could learn much from studying Savathun's manipulations. See a larger picture.
To what end, Osiris?
Oh, better to understand your enemies than to learn to think like them.